Hi everyone, I'm Rodrigo Durão and this is what's happening in Brazil. We start by updating you on the latest news from the country. Former President Bolsonaro is one of 8 people that will stand trial on CUP charges. Sentence could lead up to 26 years in jail. The Supreme Court 5-member panel voted unanimously in favor of the trial to go ahead, and it could start as early as this year. Bolsonaro never acknowledged defeat on the 2022 elections, and a week after Lula's inauguration, thousands of his supporters stormed government buildings. If found guilty, he could face more than 20 years in jail. Dilma Rousseff was re-elected as the chair of the Brics New Development Bank. The former president, the only woman to get Brazil's top job, started leading the bank in 2023 and now got more 5 years in charge. The bank of the group formed by Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa was created in 2016 to finance infrastructure programs. Brazil's men's football team was humiliated in a 4-1 defeat to rivals Argentina. The result and the awful performance are likely to put in risk the job of the manager Dorival Jr. Although Brazil should easily qualify for the next World Cup, 1 year for the tournament, the team now faces a lot of soul-searching. The Brazilian government is asking questions about a teenager national that died while in Israeli custody. 17 years old Walid Ahmed had dual nationality, Brazilian and Palestine. He was arrested last year in the West Bank, and the Foreign Office is asking about the circumstances of his death. Another 11 Brazilians are currently held in Israeli prisons. A region famous for its historic food production in the state of Maranhão, northeastern Brazil, is worried with the advance of the monoculture. The so-called Rice Road, which houses 25 rural communities and small villages, is currently the headquarters of one of Suzano's largest pulp mill factories, producing thousands of eucalyptus hectares.
Considered the world's largest pulp producer, Suzano has more than 1 million hectares of eucalyptus planted in Brazil. Since 2013, the city of Imperatriz in the state of Maranhão has been home to one of the company's largest factories. Small farmers in the region say that the advance of eucalyptus monoculture is affecting food production and has caused conflicts and violence.
O prazer do lavrador.
The happiness of a small farmer consists of preparing the soil, watching vegetables grow, and providing for our families. And we see so many trees that destroy nature, dry up rivers, make it impossible to plant. No vegetables grow. The water you drink damages your kidneys.
In Maranhão, the factory is located on the old Rice Road, named after the abundance of food before the arrival of eucalyptus monoculture. The road was renamed Father Josimo Highway, an activist against land grabbers murdered in 1986. In the region, more than 25 rural communities currently live there, amid intense conflicts over the misappropriation of public lands by the company.
We haven't planted this year. They prevented us from doing so. They said that if we plant, they'll use drones to spray poison on the crops. They threaten us all the time. Often we can't even take a shower because drones are hovering over our heads. We're scared. You can't walk without being afraid. It's very difficult, so we ask for help. Whoever can help us. We're here, fighting.
Every day, trucks loaded with eucalyptus are on the road heading to the factory. Together with the land struggle movement, the rural communities denounce the conflicts and point to land grabbing, intimidation, and even food poisoning.
Muitas outras pessoas tiveram perdas.
We are being massacred by these monoculture companies that take productive lands, making it difficult for poor people to grow food, to feed their families, and have a source of income.
In a statement, Suzano Papel e Celulose claims to be the real owner of the Eldorado farm and says that expropriation requests of the areas are being appealed. Meanwhile, the communities whose food production is essential for survival restate the importance of securing land and demand that family farming be strengthened.
O ser humano precisa de uma alimentação saudável.
Human beings need healthy food. I believe that healthy food can only come from small-scale farmers because we know that agribusiness plants on a large scale to export. I believe that a land division policy is very important for people, especially the poorest, to be able to produce their food and thus have a different reality in Brazil.
In today's Cultural Talk, you will know the artistic movement known as Tamuatas do Tucunduba. The group combines the traditional rhythm from the Pará state called carimbó, pau e corda with protest lyrics and social cultural activism.
Carimbó, pau e corda is an offshoot of the carimbó rhythm traditionally found in Pará, one of Brazil's northern states. It is very common in the coastal region of Pará and traditionally features in its lyrics elements of everyday life. Inspired by these roots, the group Tamuatas do Tucunduba, which turns 20 in 2025, was originally formed by a duo who were immersed in the anarcho-punk movement. Over time, they realized that carimbó could also be a sound from marginalized neighborhoods of the Amazon metropolis.
Houve uma diferenciação aí.
There was a differentiation in the process with carimbó, which was us being able to talk about our hood, being able to talk about the context that we live in. Since carimbó talks about experiences, life stories, overcoming obstacles, nature, which is very much a caboclo thing. So we went to find our place in carimbó, and our place here is a marginalized neighborhood.
Mataram o rio por matar, sujaram o rio por sujar, e o Tucunduba não se pega nem Tamuatá.
Mataram o rio por matar, sujaram o rio por sujar, e o Tucunduba não se pega nem Tamuatá.
It was named after Tamuata, a fish that can be found even in the most polluted canals and streams in Belém, Parás capital. This is the case of the Tucunduba River, which crosses the impoverished neighborhoods of Terra Firme and Guamá, where several families maintain riverside traditions but in an impoverished context.
O caboclo, o morador.
When the caboclo, the non-white people who live in rural areas, didn't have much to do, they created their own music along with other strands that came along. They make carimbó and sing what they see, what they live, and take the lyrics and the instruments from nature itself. And our carimbó from marginalized contexts are the same thing, except we don't have nature, we don't have time, we have violence. Most of my colleagues from my youth are dead. So I take that as my basis for singing.
In addition to the artistic side, the group also carries out various social environmental activities.
As well as singing, they also develop fantastic environmental work. They've held hikes and workshops on reusing recyclable materials. It was very beautiful. So, as well as expressing the beautiful art of our region, it also helps us think about a better society through sustainable development.
The Tamuatas do Tucunduba have had various formations over the years. The newest member, João Souza, talks about the importance of valuing popular art from marginalized communities.
vai muito além de só do ritmo, sabe?
It goes far beyond rhythm, you know? It involves much more. It includes religion, a political context too. People who are already used to African churches can identify with them much more. So the people who are going to listen to the real carimbó from Pará, I think they are going to feel that energy.
Andarilho de vários canais, minha vida é uma correria. Me alimento do lodo da lama, esse lixo faço minha cama. Me adapto à vida urbana, esse mundo onde pouco se ama.
Did you like the show? So hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive notifications. We will see you next week.